that's exactly what I'd like to share with you today. How to unleash the ultra dynamic power of a new personality. Yes, absolutely, my friends. What's going on, everybody? This is Luke Pico with IroncladConfidence.com coming to you guys today, my friends. Another amazing podcast or video. Yeah, buddy, baby. I hope you guys are rocking that world, dude, and always transforming that psychology, dude. Yeah, buddy, baby. So check it out, my friends. If you guys are new here to the YouTube channel, you guys, on this channel, we talk about all things personal transformation. I share with you powerful insights when it comes to universal laws of attraction, dude. When it comes to your psychology, right? When it comes to building the type of confidence, the type of mindset, the type of reality that you want to experience, right? Yeah, buddy. And so we talk about stuff like universal laws of attraction. There's a lot of people who in the self-help community who they don't even want to go in this direction because they probably don't know about it, or for them it's too woo-woo, when in reality it's how reality works. Okay? And so I'm going to share with you powerful concepts when it comes to unleashing this type of power, this type of psychology, right? You got to understand something, baby. Your psychology is getting unleashed on reality all day. And not only that, it's dynamic, dude. That means that you can use that dynamic energy to shift around whatever it is you're thinking about, right? You want to do this, you want to do that. What do you want to do, right? And we're talking about personal development. We're talking about personal transformation. And so if you can handle the kind of pressure that I apply sometimes, if you can handle, my style of teaching may not be for you, dude. Believe that. There's a lot of people, this ain't for them. Just something about me that they don't vibe with. And I can explain to you the mechanics behind why that is, and I will as I dive into this. But just understand, there's other people who are going to tell you what you want to hear. Okay? Yeah, buddy, dude. And so if you want to learn about these secrets, if you want to learn how to unleash the freaking dynamic power of who you are, then stick around, baby, because that's exactly what I'd like to share with you today. How to unleash the ultra dynamic power of a new personality. What are you talking about, Luke? Yeah, buddy. So here's the thing, dude. So what I've learned about life, what I've learned about psychology, what I've learned about how reality works, reality does not work the way we believe it works. Most people, 98% of people in the world in general, think they know how reality works. They think they understand it, right? They think they have it all figured out. From the time you're born, you're growing up around a bunch of information, okay? All that information is impacting who you are. It's impacting you. And because it's impacting you, it's influencing you, in other words. Okay? And that influence goes into you, and then you wind up living life carrying that influence with you and projecting your own unique version of that influence out into your reality, carving and sculpting and creating the reality that you agree with, and you probably don't even know that, even though you know that. It's what's called a catch-22. People know that they're working a job. People know that they're going to school. People know that they're doing this and they're doing that. They know they're buying a house. They know they're buying a car. They know these things. They know them, but they don't really understand from a very high level of awareness why they're actually doing it. What is it that's actually giving them that reality, right? And you know what I've come to learn? I've come to learn that it's the information that entangles us from the time we were born. It stays with us, that we don't even recognize that outside the scope of that entanglement of information, there's greater dimensions of reality. And guess what? It comes from your personality, dude. Yeah, buddy. It comes from your personality, right? Most people don't even know that. What you talking about my personality? It's the way it goes, baby. Your personality is unleashing a certain type of energy. Your personality is unleashing a certain type of belief pattern. Okay? And you carry this with you all the time, every day. It's dynamic, meaning that you can decide, you have the ability to make a choice. You have the ability to think a thought inside your psychology, and then you have the ability to make a choice and go in that direction, right? And you know what a lot of people do? They live life. See, things could be going perfect for them, and then they live life, and then something happens that creates a problem in their life, and then instead of moving forward, they just like, oh my gosh, give up on life. Or it throws them off track, and then they wind up living sad and depressed, and they get into drug addiction and all kinds of problems, dude. I know, because I was there. This is the way it goes, my friends. We get stuck, we get in our own way, and then we create problems for ourselves, and then we don't even realize it, because we go, it wasn't me. Of course it wasn't me. It was that over there, and it was this over here, and it was this over here, and it was that over there, and we don't even want to face it. We don't even want to deal with it, because it's easier for us to cope with life than to actually face who we are, overcome and conquer those, negative personality traits that we may have. This is the way it goes, baby. And so guess what? You want to learn how to unleash the ultra dynamic power of a new personality? Whether you recognize this or not, you carry a personality with you. Your personality is built out of all your behaviors, all your habits, all your attitudes, all your psychology, all your thoughts and words and beliefs and all this stuff. And guess what, baby? We show up in the world the way we show up, right? I don't necessarily mean physically. I mean, that's the 3D manifestation of it, yes. But I'm talking about who we are as people. You see what I'm saying here, dude? We show up as a person who's likable or not likable. And you're not going to believe what I've learned. You're never going to be 100% likable by everyone. You ain't. And here's why. Because we live in a world of positive and negative. I talk about it all the time. And if there's certain people who are real negative, and there's certain people who are real positive, and who have great awareness, and they're, successful, and they're driven, and they know what they want, and they go after it, guess what, dude? Your high energy, your positive energy is going to push away the negative energy. Because the negative energy, by law of nature, is not going to want to be around somebody who's positive. Because their own energy is negative. So what happens, see, this is going to blow your mind what I'm going to share with you. I've said it before. It's probably going to rock your world if you've never heard this. When you have two people and they're arguing with each other, this one believes they're right, this one believes they're right, guess what? You're not going to believe it. The two physical human beings that are arguing with each other, guess what? They don't even realize that the words that they're saying, the thoughts that they're thinking, it's all happening in the middle, in the invisible. It's tangling up with the other person's argument, okay? Getting tangled up, and you're creating an energetic explosion of negative energy. This is why it's important to recognize, not to entertain, not to participate in those type of conversations. They're not productive. They're not going to move you ahead. It doesn't matter what anyone else says about who you are in this world. It doesn't matter. They're not you. They don't have to live your life. And so what a lot of people do is they sit back on the sidelines and they look for reasons to judge and criticize and poke and find fault with you. Because you're a freaking illuminator, dude. You shine like a freaking beacon of light, baby. Yeah, buddy, baby. That's what happens when you're the freaking Gideon army, dude. That's what happens when you're the front line, baby. Yeah, buddy. That's what you got to do. You got to be willing to deal with that. You got to be willing to get raw and real with yourself, dude. You see what I'm saying here? You want to learn how to unleash that kind of ultra dynamic power? See, when we talk about unleashing dynamic power, you got to understand something, dude. Your personality carries a dynamic energy, a dynamic power of what you identify with. And if you identify with a bunch of bad information, dude, you know how bad you're going to feel? And guess what? You ain't perfect, dude. You ain't going to get it 100%. I'm not going to get it 100%. And I do this stuff all the time. That's why I do videos. That's why I do a podcast. That's why I talk about these things. Because we don't even realize that we get in our own way, baby. We don't even realize it, dude. And so guess what? Next thing you know, we'll be tripping over our own nonsense. We're tripping over our own mistakes. We're tripping over, even the best of us, dude. I don't care who you are. Ain't no one perfect. Okay? And so what I decided to do is I decided to work on me. I decided to let go of other people's expectations out there in that world, because you can't control the outside world. The outside world's gonna think and do what the outside world's gonna think and do. And guess what? You're gonna do what you think and what you're gonna do. Yeah, buddy, dude. This is the way it goes, baby. And so guess what? You want to learn how to appreciate yourself? See, you have to be in love with yourself before you can be in love with anyone else. You have to be confident in yourself before you can give that confidence to somebody else. You have to be courageous in yourself before you can give that courage away. There's some people who will argue with that. No, you shouldn't. Don't love yourself. And the whole time God is love, right? It's crazy. You have to decide who you want to be, because whatever you hold on to holds on to you. You hold on to anger, guess what? Anger's going to hold on to you. You hold on to resentment, guess what? Resentment's going to hold on to you. You hold on to envy, envy's going to hold on to you. You hold on to all these other things, and guess what, dude? I don't care who you are. You're going to have moments where you want things, maybe, you want what you want. You want your cake and you want to eat it too, right? Yeah, of course. We all do. That's the human condition. We all have that. Yeah, buddy, baby. But guess what? We're talking about it, right? We're trying to make sense of it, right? You're trying to bring everything into perspective, right? You want to learn how to rock your confidence? You want to learn how to get bold with yourself? See, I speak very different than a lot of people, because I let the freaking lion force come out, dude. I let the full me present myself who I am, buddy. And so, who do you want to be? What kind of reality do you want to create? What kind of life do you want to create? Because guess what? Your reality comes from your personality. You've heard that before, right? You haven't heard that before? Okay. Your personality is your reality is a reflection of your personal reality, your personality, right? Because it's what you believe. Your personality projects the energy thought waves of the ideas it agrees with onto the canvas of the material world, and then we say, this is who I am, this is what I believe. And next thing you know, oh yeah, that person, they got a bad attitude. You gotta be very careful around them. They got bad attitude. Oh, that person's always yapping negative. They're always talking negative. Oh yeah, there's good out there too, but I'm just saying, you gotta analyze, you gotta make a choice on who you want to be. Who do you want to be? What kind of confidence do you want to build? What kind of charisma do you want to rock, dude? What do you want to do? You see what I'm saying? You want to learn how to unleash a different type of dynamic personality? A different type of power? You can unleash a different power in your life. Right now, you are captured by information. And that information has energy attached to it. So you're captured by information, that's captured by energy, that's captured by intelligence, which is a certain type of consciousness, a certain worldview and way of thinking, which is captured by the communication you have with yourself. And then what we do as people is we communicate who we are to the world, not even knowing that's what we're doing. So guess what? We're yelling at somebody, we're saying this, we're saying that, we're talking smack over here, we're gossiping over here. Guess what, dude? You're not going to believe it. You're literally captured by that negative energy. And then we don't even know it. I know, dude, because it gets the best of us, baby. That's why you gotta stay on your A game, dude. That's why I rock videos all the time. That's why I share this type of information. Because this type of information, it's gonna rock your world, baby. Only if you want it to. Only if you want it to. You want to learn how to get honest with yourself? You want to learn how to use the ultra dynamic power of your personality? You could change your personality around. See, if you're not being transformed from day to day, if you just let your mind wander, guess what? It's gonna go walk off a cliff. It's gonna go walk into left field. It's gonna go walk into the desert. It's gonna, I'm just saying, this is the way it goes, dude. And so, if we don't focus on who we are as people, this is what happens. Because we don't set our intention. We don't learn to unleash the direction of our life. That was freaking good right there, dude. You have to unleash the direction of your life. And so, what do you want to do, dude? Who do you want to be, buddy? What kind of mindset do you want to build? What kind of thought patterns do you want to construct? Every day is a new day that you can use to construct new patterns of psychology. And on those patterns of psychology, if you do it long enough, you're going to believe what you tell yourself, dude. You're going to believe it. And if you believe it, dude, man, that's the reality you're going to get. Because by autopilot, automatic after that, after it's been installed into your personality, boom, that's what you get. Guess what, dude? You want to learn how to rock your confidence? You always get negative before you get positive in personal development. There's a lot of people who are afraid to challenge themselves. And maybe they're not even afraid, but this information, it'll go into you. Okay? You'll watch this information, and if it's too potent and you can't handle it, and you start getting real irritated and agitated, that guy, this guru, this, that, and you shut the video off, just understand that right there is called ego backlash. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with you fighting with invisible, just plain old information that I'm sharing with you. And hey, maybe you don't want to agree with it. That's cool. You don't have to agree with it. But it doesn't mean it's true. And it doesn't mean that it can't change your life and make you more successful. Yeah, buddy, baby. This is the way it goes, my friends. Most people don't know that. In fact, most people don't like to hear that. Somebody say, this is the way it goes. Guess what? You get in the car, this is the way it goes. You're going to drive the car this way or you're going to get in a wreck. Your psychology is the same way, baby. Who do you want to be, right? What kind of attitude do you want to create? What kind of mindset do you want to build, right? And that's why I talk about this stuff. That's why I share this. Sometimes I come off real pumped up because I get real motivated, because that's just part of my natural born character. Just born that way, dude. Just born freaking, dominated, dude. And so guess what, baby? If you can understand what I'm sharing with you and you can put it in perspective and you can analyze and realize that you have this ability to unleash a different dynamic energy in your life. And the only way you're going to unleash that dynamic power is by making different choices, focusing on different thoughts, different ideas, different possibilities, but you can't just do it once. See, it never works when you just do it once. You have to internalize what you want to experience in life, and you have to do it over and over again. And through that pattern, you develop a very positive, powerful type of character. Positive, powerful type of personality, right? If you have a bad attitude, guess what? If you got a bad personality, man, ain't no one going to want to be around you. Right? People ain't going to want to be around you if you got a bad attitude, if you're all negative all the time, you're gossiping. You understand, if you gossip, you create that energy. If you talk negative, you actually create that energy. You're not going to avoid it all, because that's the world we live in. We live in a world of polarity. We live in a world where there's a positive charge and a negative charge. And a lot of people, they don't even know it, but they're prone to be negative. And this is scientific, what I'm sharing with you. 80-90% of our thoughts are negative all the time. And the reason they're negative is because supposedly that's going to keep you alive, right? Yeah, buddy. So guess what? If you want to barely, if you want to be a cliffhanger and survive by hanging on the cliff of fear all the time and negativity all the time, dude, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Ain't no one gonna change you. I can't change you. No one can change you but you. No one can change me but me. If we decide to just be all whatever, then guess what? We're gonna be all whatever. And then we get whatever comes with that whateverness, right? Yeah, buddy, baby. But that's it, champions. That's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to share some value, share with you how I unleash the ultra dynamic power of a new personality. You got to be willing to put on, the full suit of armor, dude. In other words, you got to be able to understand who you are. And then you got to understand who you are in relation to the information around you. You see what I'm saying here, dude? Yeah, buddy, baby. But that's it, champions. That's all I got for you guys today. Check it out, my friends. If you guys are new here to the YouTube channel, you guys dig in this type of information, you guys like this style of teaching, consider subscribing, dude. Consider smashing that thumbs up button, baby. Hitting the little bell notification if you guys want to receive updates when I rock these videos, dude. But I do thank you guys, and I do look forward to talking to you champions again next time, baby. Peace. Yeah, buddy. Change your thoughts, change your words, change your information. You will change the energy, which will in turn change your personality, dude. Boom.